Who actually needs a 24-channel mixer in 2024, and who's just buying rack space they'll never use? If you're running a small live band, streaming with multiple mics, or trying to keep a podcast table quiet while still getting clean vocals, this Mackie VLZ4 might be the sweet spot. If you're a solo creator plugging a laptop and a USB mic into Zoom, you'll overpay for channels you can't fill. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Most mixers in this price range give you 8 or 12 channels and call it a day. The VLZ4 throws 24 channels at you, but the real trick is how Mackie hides the complexity. You get 20 Onyx preamps good enough for dynamic mics and clean enough for condensers and 4 AUX sends that double as subgroups. That means you can run 2 separate monitor mixes without tying up your main L/R bus, which is a lifesaver when the drummer wants more kick and the singer wants less reverb. The inline compression on channels 17 to 20 is subtle but noticeable. It tames plosives and sudden vocal jumps without sounding like a brick wall limiter. If you're recording a live session or streaming with a full cast, those 4 channels alone can save you from a second mixer or a ton of post-processing. The headline 60 dB gain range sounds like marketing, but it's the difference between hearing a quiet condenser in a noisy room and hearing every fan hum. Mackie's RF rejection keeps cell phones and Wi-Fi from turning your preamps into a white noise generator, something that matters if you're broadcasting or recording in a venue with spotty cell coverage. Phantom power is standard, but the fact that it's switchable per channel, not just a global toggle, means you can power a condenser on channel 5 while leaving a dynamic on channel 6 without dragging an extra cable across the stage. Where this mixer stumbles is the last 4 channels. They're line only, no preamps, so if you're trying to mic a guitar cab and a keyboard at the same time, you'll need a DI box for one of them. That's not a deal breaker, but it's the kind of detail that trips up buyers who assume 24 channels means 24 mics. The USB interface is BasicHits class compliant, so it works with most DAWs, but don't expect low latency monitoring or multiple I/O options. If you're recording a full band, you'll still want a dedicated audio interface for the main outs and use the Mackie's USB only for a talkback or click track. Daily usability wins here. The faders are long throw, so you can ride levels without a mouse click. The mute and solo buttons are big enough to find by touch, which matters when you're squinting at a phone screen in a dark room. The 4 subgroups let you create a monitor mix for the band while keeping the main mix clean, and the AUX sends can feed headphone splits without stealing from the subgroups. If you're running a house of worship or a small club, that flexibility is worth the price alone. Who should skip it? If you're a solo creator with a laptop and a USB mic, a 12-channel mixer with USB audio interface built in will do the same job for half the price. If you need more than 4 subgroups or want motorized faders, you'll outgrow this quickly. And if you're recording a full drum kit with overheads, you'll want dedicated preamps anyway. Who should buy it? If you're running a band rehearsal with drums, bass, 2 guitars, keys, and vocals, the 20 preamps cover you without external splitters. If you're streaming with multiple mics and a mixer for effects, the inline compression on the last 4 channels keeps levels consistent without extra plugins. If you're in a venue with spotty Wi-Fi and need clean preamps that won't pick up interference, the RF rejection is a hidden win. The price sits right where Mackie usually lands, just enough to feel premium without crossing into boutique territory. You're not paying for gold-plated knobs or a touchscreen, but you are paying for clean preamps, flexible routing, and a layout that doesn't punish you for trying to do too much at once. If your use case fits, it's a solid long-term tool. If it doesn't, you'll know within the first session. Check it out on Amazon if it sounds like the right fit for your setup.